joined once again by Ray Lewis. Ray, in your mind, has the targeting rule worked in college football?
Absolutely not. We always focus on the rule, right? And that's the thing that sometimes bothers me when you focus on the rules. 99% of the guys that's kicked out of college football, they play defense. Ain't no offensive players getting kicked out. What Juju did the other day,
that's an anomaly.
It's not happening for offensive players. So now you're basically telling defensive players, if you go do your job, what your coach says what your job is to do, then this is what's going to happen. And now you're going to get kicked out. J.J. Watt comes in, beats somebody on a swim move, and hit a quarterback in the head. J.J. Watt's kicked out. Cam Chandler's kicked out. You start kicking out your big stars in this game. Now, is it working in college? You tell me if this is working. You see a kid do their job. You see him kicked out. You see them show the play. They never show the kid walking off crying. Last year, I watched 5 kids in college walk off the field crying because that's all they got, Skip. Mm-hmm. They don't have no money to make back up, and then they missing the first half of the next game.
If it's in the second half.
If it's in the second half. So now you're really telling kids that you don't have a chance. Now, this is just me because I play defense. If you're now going to kick out people for targeting, then you don't kick out offensive linemen for chop blocks? Because it's the same threat. Mm-hmm. If you take out somebody's head, you take out somebody's knee. You can't hit a quarterback low, but now we're saying you can chop and not get away with that. And so I'm just saying, I just think they have to be very careful with this rule because this rule only hurts defensive players. It's not for both sides.
I agree, and it doesn't always get applied correctly. If you look at everything looks bad in instant replay. They go back and show it in college, and it's like, oh my goodness, yeah, you. But that bang bang, and if you're gonna do it, Skip, if you can't go. I mean, in college, they can go to the replay even if they didn't call it. They can go to the replay and look at it. No, you can't do that. And then in the NFL, you only get to dress 46 guys. Right. How many guys? I mean, you get 1 or 2 guys, now you greatly harm somebody's ability to win a game. You only feel X amount of safeties, X amount of defensive players to begin with. And now you kick out 2 of them. No, come on now, NFL. I get it. If you want to go to these plays, the Gronk play, the A.J. Green, the Crabtree, the Talib, you want to give 2, 3 games to send that message to say, we going to clean this up? I get it. And I get the safety what you're trying to implement. But this targeting and throwing guys out of the game, and then what? Are you going to be able to go to replay and look at it? Nah, I don't like that in college.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't think it's right for the NFL. Come up with a better way.
Right. I do watch a whole lot of college football, and they do occasionally show these kids walking off. And I don't know that I've seen crying. I know you know crying, but I've seen a bunch of them like, what am I? And it's like the humiliation walk, the walk of shame. You know, you have to walk all the way to the line because nobody's going to run off the field. You just kind of walk carrying your helmet.
Hoping they change their mind.
And if you're on the road, everybody's taunting you, screaming at you.
For doing your job,
What was I doing? It's so shaming.
Yeah.
And the kids never, when they go to replay, they never get the benefit of the doubt.
No.
I see again and again. No. If it's even close, you are gone. Right. You're gone, like you said, for the first half of the next game.
If it happens in the second half, right.
Whew, that is such a severe penalty.
Right.
Has it ruined college football games? No, I can't say that. I guess I could, trying to be totally objective, I guess it has helped alleviate some of the headshots in college football. If you want to eliminate or cut back on head injuries, does this help? Yeah, but it doesn't belong in pro football because I'm on your side to start with. I don't, again, I should probably have more sympathy, but I don't because I think when you sign up for this, you know that you're risking some things to play this game that you love, that you would almost, quote unquote, die for.
Right.
And so I definitely don't want this in pro football. Would it work? Would it really have a chilling effect on all sort of big hits on the. Yes, it would.
Are you going to do it like you do it in college, Skip? If the guy get kicked out in the second half
Yeah.
of a game,
Well, I mean,
is he suspended the first half of the next game? Is that how you're going to do it in the NFL? Are you going to be able to go to replay and see if the guy targeted?
Well, again, in college, they're thinking if they don't
That's
want to
a bad
open the
thing.
door for you to have a big hit late in the game and you're only gone for the last minute of the game. So it'd be like all bets are off at the end of the game. You can go ahead and target and quote unquote get away because the penalty isn't as
Well, I'm
severe.
glad that play wasn't in the Super Bowl. In our first Super Bowl, Steve Atwater, he knocked out Robert Brooks. He knocked out 2 of his own guys. That would have given Brett Favre 15 extra yards and closer to a chance to tie that ball game. So I'm glad it wasn't in then. But I agree with you, Ray, because it unfairly penalizes one side of the football. No, look.
You can't listen. I said this yesterday. We cannot continue to penalize if you keep penalizing these guys. I want you to really think about this. Once the games start getting to when guys start thinking about, I'm not making that big hit no more. I'm gonna lay off that. Then the game is gonna be almost played. The reason why we was trying to change the way the Pro Bowl was played.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you remember that?
You remember that, right?
They wanted to cancel it.
They wanted to cancel it because guys was like, man, I'm not getting hurt. And so now you have to ask yourself, if you're going to be implementing this rule, guys going to be like, Cam Chancellor saying, I ain't taking that hit. I'm gonna just try to, and so the game is gonna suffer more because the guys are gonna start backing off.
Okay,
on
but
plays.
what do we always say about NFL owners? The bottom line is the bottom line, right?
Yeah.
It's how much am I making and losing, and they don't want to lose another $765 million lawsuit on concussions.
Right.
CTE.
And,
right?
and you see, and they did the study, Skip, 110 of 111 brain study had CTE.
Yeah.
You just saw the Hernandez. He had the brain of an 80-year-old, and the guy was, 27?
Yeah.
They don't want all the negativity that comes along with that. There was a time, Ray, you remember they used to package it. The big hits, you could buy it.
You
Go
can.
NFL big hits. And they had the jacked up segments.
Yeah.
But they did away with all of that.
Yeah.
Because the negativity that was surrounding it. On one minute you say you're trying to preach safety, but you're selling the big hits on the back end. So you can't have it both ways. They did away with that. They're just going to have to come to the realization they're going to have to approach the game and play the game in a different manner. See, you still got that mentality because that's the way you played. But I believe if you were in this game now, early on in your career, you would adapt.
I'm not adapting, Shay. Bobby Boucher is Bobby Boucher. Any way you want to do it.
Okay. You be living, hey, and you be right there in my basement. Because they're going to have all your little money.
No, because you still won't be able to stop. You cannot stop certain things in football from happening.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Right, and so from a defensive perspective, and you gotta, you know me, I'm gonna fight for defensive guys for this reason. Defensive guys are crying right now at home at night.
Yeah.
Because they're saying we can't win.
I'm crying because I see all these offensive numbers the tight ends are putting up. I hit him. But that's the way it is, Suge.
That's the way. I get it, bro. I just think it's a bad rule. I just think they really should think hard because the only people that's really going to be affected are defenders. You're not kicking offensive players out for that. If you're going to put these rules in, just make the game safe all the way around. If an offensive lineman cut somebody, they kicked out too. Because that's what it boils down to.
Man, you ain't going to have no line. You ain't have nobody playing.
So what do you think? Okay, look, I'm gonna end
It'll be
this.
7-on-7.
If you got J.J. Watt and you got Cam Chancellor in the same game, and J.J. Watt hit somebody in the head and Cam Chancellor hit somebody in the game, once those two gone, I'm turning the TV off. I'm just telling you.
And of course, if they serve Gatorade on the sideline.
Yeah.
Because you like H2O. Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher, I got it.
Yeah.
I put that Bobby Boucher on you. Remember that time?
No.
Hey, Skip, did Ray tell you about that time in 96?
No, we don't believe you.
Shay,
This is
do
fiction.
not
This is
tell that
fake
line
news.
on TV.
This is fake news.
Look
This
it up.
is fake
Look up the stats.
Sounds
Look
like
up what's
fake-
that?
sounds like fake
1996, Shannon Sharp against the Baltimore Ravens.
news. Sounds like fake news.
Shannon, we was horrible.
I ain't talking about this. I'm talking about you. Oh, you were horrible?
You didn't do nothing to me.
9 for $1.61.
Oh, I thought you said you.
thought you
yeah,
played
you're
again.
implying that you
Block
that,
me. She
yeah.
don't block
Block
nobody.
for what?
She ain't
Why would I
blocking-
be blocking the middle linebacker?
He ain't blocking nobody anyway.
Why would I block in the middle linebacker?
You'd be going juju on Vontez, right?
No, I wouldn't do him like
You
that.
wouldn't do that?
But I'd have got Suggs, though.
That's also
got
that's,
some-
that's also fake news. Thanks for joining us.
I wouldn't crack back on my dog, but you know.
Should Baker Mayfield be winning all